Just think, what would happen if the people around you suddenly started dying? At the beginning of the movie, we are shown a classroom where all the students were quite bored during the lecture. Then we are shown the main character of the movie, Mara, who was playing with a pencil. Suddenly, her pencil falls down, and she bends down to pick it up. Just then, the girl sitting next to her explodes, and blood spreads everywhere, and everyone gets scared except for Mara. Everyone's clothes were covered in blood. Seeing this, Mara gets very upset. Everyone immediately comes out of there, and then Mara's friend comes to her and asks what happened in the classroom, to which Mara was a little confused because it was very difficult to explain what actually happened. Mara tells Tess that she bent down, and suddenly the girl sitting in front of her, Maria, exploded. Then she shows her shoes, which were red with Maria's blood. Forensic experts come to check the classroom to find out the reason for Maria's explosion, but they find nothing there except blood. Then all the students of the class are taken to the police station for investigation. Just then, Mara is also interrogated, but Mara is unable to answer any questions properly, so they write down not helpful for Mara because she could not help in this matter. The police give the students a uniform after washing Maria's blood off them. Everyone puts it on, and everyone was very upset and scared and was talking about Maria. Someone thinks that maybe she was an alien, but not everyone agrees on this. After some time, the police send them home. The next day, Maria's memorial is held, after attending which Mara comes out with Tess. Both have been very good friends since childhood. They come to drink coffee and spend good time with each other. They were talking when their friend Dylan comes there and tells Mara that he likes her a lot, but Mara does not have the courage to tell him anything. Then he tells Mara that he also chats with her from an unknown number, which surprises Mara very much, and she was also happy. Now she knows that unknown person. Mara and Dylan also become very good friends, so they start preparing for the college festival. Mara asks Dylan how long he has liked her, to which Dylan tells Mara that when he first came to class, he started liking her at first sight, and now they have come to the stadium to watch the match. Everything was going well when someone exploded there, due to which people panicked and started running here and there. Seeing all this, Mara also gets very scared. The next day, all schools are closed. Mara was not feeling well at home at all, and she was quite bored with all this. To make Mara happy, Dylan brings a milk truck at night, in which they both go to a party where they both enjoy a lot. After the party ends, they both spend a lot of time together. They start kissing when suddenly there is a lot of noise, and people screaming start running outside. They both run inside to see the reason. Upon reaching inside, they find out that another girl has exploded. Both of them get very upset seeing this. After this incident, Mara comes with Tess to an agent. She starts questioning both of them and says that there must be some reason behind people exploding like this. Then Mara asks her what she thinks is the reason for such explosions, to which the agent says that an investigation is going on, and the reason for all these incidents will be known soon. After that, Mara leaves from there and goes with some of her friends. Just then, the boy who was driving suddenly explodes, and before she could understand all this, Mara's other friend also explodes. Mara had informed Dylan about this, to which he comes there looking for her, but he gets very upset seeing the very bad condition of the car. Because he found no one in the car and there was blood everywhere. There was blood, then his eyes fell on a stone with a hand made of blood on it, which Dylan realized that someone had gone to the forest, so he also went to the forest. After going a little further, Dylan met Mara in a pond, who had come there to clean the blood from herself. They were both quite scared and hugged each other. After a while, they relaxed and started talking to each other normally. Then some people wearing protective suits came towards them and forcibly took them to the hospital, where a doctor checked Mara. Then all the students were taken into a camp and quarantined, and the doctors called everyone in turn and questioned them, and everyone's samples were taken for tests. All the students were quite bored while staying there, but after some time, a minister came there and called them for a meeting, motivated them and said that we are trying our best so that people do not get blasted like this. Mostly these accidents are happening in the young generation. They will control all this very quickly and find the reason. If they support them, they can go home very soon. Hearing this, he and everyone else got angry because these people were being kept there forcibly. That's why all the students started shouting slogans against the student government. All this was happening when suddenly a boy blew up and a series of blasts started happening there. Everyone was very worried because no one knew why all this was happening. All the students were very scared because no one knew whose turn was going to be next. That's why everyone had a fear of death. Doctors do a lot of experiments to stop all this and find the reason and make some medicine to save them and test it, but so far none of the medicine works and one by one all the experiments fail. On Christmas, everyone is told to go home. Permission is granted, after which they are very happy to meet their parents and the rest of the family. Mara is also very happy to meet her family and is very excited to come home for Christmas. Mara had never been so happy to come home before. The next day, Mara comes to meet the agent again and asks about her test report, to which the agent tells her everything is normal. Then Mara comes to surprise Dylan and they both propose to each other. Mara becomes very emotional and happy and immediately accepts the proposal. Dylan was also very happy with Mara's proposal. They both spend a great time with each other. The next day, the doctor comes to the class and gives a lecture and says that everyone should do some exercise with healthy food, and a boy comes and starts telling about the exercise, but suddenly he explodes, on which all the students get very scared. There is a commotion in the whole school and all the students start running outside. Then some other people explode, on which there is blood everywhere. Everyone was tense to save their lives. Dylan and Mara somehow managed to escape from these people and they were very happy to see each other well. Dylan managed to escape and got completely filled with Mara's blood. The grief of Dylan's death made Mara lose consciousness and she could not understand what had happened in front of her. Mara started going towards her house in a state of shock. Upon reaching home, she tried to clean herself in the washroom, but Mara's condition was quite bad. Then her mother came and tried to take care of Mara. The next day, Tess came to meet her, but Mara was not feeling well and she was very shocked after Dylan's departure, so she did not want to meet anyone. She did not even talk to Tess. Time passed and instead of getting better, her condition remained the same. No one had been able to find out the reason yet. Then the scenes are shown 7 months later, but Mara's condition was still not better and she was suffering from Dylan's grief. She was unable to come out and started drinking to cope with herself. One day, Tess gets angry at Mara and tells her to move on with her life. Tess convinces her to come back to school, but Mara does not listen to anything Tess says and flatly refuses everything. Day by day, Mara was becoming addicted to alcohol. Seeing her situation, her parents were very worried and told her to fix herself and put her life in a better and better place. But Mara starts misbehaving with them and says that she wants her to have a blast like other people. Hearing Mara's words, her parents become silent. After fighting with her parents, Mara comes to her room and opens a website and reads the messages of her school fellows, in which everyone had spoken ill of Mara because she used to get blasted wherever she was. Therefore, many people thought that Mara was unlucky and whoever he will be around, he will blast Mara. After reading all that, she gets even more upset. She comes to Tess to improve her mood, but Tess also feels the same way, that there is a curse on Mara, so whoever is around her will blast her. She also leaves her alone and goes away. Tess's words hurt Mara a lot and she comes to her school's annual festival and says that maybe there's really a curse on her, so she will leave everything and go away from there. Mara feels very guilty and from there she comes straight to Dylan's grave and lies down there and starts talking to him and says that Dylan used to make her feel very special. She misses Dylan a lot. After that she starts crying. Mara says that her mom also comes there and seeing her sad, lies down next to her. She starts explaining to her that she should not feel guilty about what people say because if people had blasted her because of this, we would still be together. Mara's parents would not be alive because she has been with them since the beginning. Mara is very motivated by her mom's words and decides to live her life in a better way. In the morning, Mara comes to her parents and apologizes for the mistakes she has made so far. Mara's dad hugs her. Then we are shown in the last scene of the movie that people's blasting had stopped and everything had become normal with time. On the other hand, Mara also now starts trying to improve her life and this is where the movie ends.